Hi there. Today I wanted to do a video on the query that continues to rise with some of the folks watching my videos of how one can expedite this thing called enlightenment. How someone can speed up the awakening process or the unfolding process, or however you refer to it. And the question in itself is one that's quite ironic, because my response is typically this: if you are wanting something that you already are, how can you obtain it? So, for instance, how does a mirror ever see its reflection? It can't. It is the mirror. It's all of it. So what is there to reflect? That is you. That is what you are. You are all of this. You're not a part of it. You're not a chunk of it. You're all of it. So how do you ever truly see all of you? It's that dog chasing its tail, right? It's always going to elude it. And that is what this thing called enlightenment is, or awareness, or unfolding. You are that. You're a consciousness. That's what you are. You've always been that. So the desire to see that or find that will always elude you. It is the seeker always seeking what it was. The seeker is always indefinitely searching for itself in this illusion, because you are never this. You're never this body, and so there is this knowing of that, and so there is this element at the soul level of searching for what you are. You're all of this, just this. You always have been. The search will always elude you. It's like a butterfly. You'll chase and chase and chase. You will never find it. If you sit down, you may have glimpses of it, or it may land on your shoulder. We all have glimpses of this thing that we refer to as enlightenment, because we are enlightenment. We always have been. We always will be. We're never this human appearance. We're never this body. We're never just that. We're all of it. You know, the seeking trail is one that we're on until we're not. The path that we trek along continues until it doesn't. There's no expediting what you already are. There's no federal expressing the enlightenment to you. It is you. You are it. You always have been. It's why the masters laugh hysterically. It's why their heads bow back in laughter. When the recognition and the realization happens that I have always been that which I have been seeking, the bigger part to the question, and where I always kind of point people to go when this question arises, is what within you believes that you're not already that. It is a belief that you are this thing, and therefore separate from that which you are seeking. And that separation is what creates the suffering. This thought that I am not that which I am seeking. There is no name that can ever be given to what you are. As soon as you name it or label it, it is a lie. You can never be that, because that is a part of you in this everythingness that you are. I know it's frustrating. I know it's elusive, and it's transparent, and yet so simple, and yet so complicated at the same time. And I know that that's what causes people to really go into what they call the dark night of the soul, a frustration or anger. I say again, I have a dear friend who constantly says this: the truth will set you free, but first it will really piss you off. It'll piss you off that for however number of years you've been here, you've always been this. So maybe, just maybe, it's settling into what is happening right now. Right now, the air smells and feels beautiful. The surroundings and the ambiance are lovely. These flowers next to me are peaceful and tranquil and beautiful. I mean, look at them. These beautiful, happy flowers. you just have all these things around you that are so fascinating. The hand moving, the movement of the hand, and just all of it is beautiful. We're so caught up in seeking something and we're missing what's right here. And the teaching is so simple, and we want it to be so complicated. We want it to be hard. We want someone to give us 14 steps and say, okay, I can do 14 steps. That makes sense. That's because the mind wants to believe it has to do something. It is a doer, but you're not. You came here by choice to have all these beautiful experiences, even the ones we label bad and wrong, but they are all part of this joyous celebration of consciousness experiencing itself. You've always been this. You always will be this. But you can never experience you when you're all of it. You can never experience a you, an aspect, a separation, something you can point to. Refer to the video I did on why we incarnate if you have not watched that yet. It really goes into what I was shown in my near-death experience. Why we choose. Why would we stand in line to come here? Why would we raise our hands and come here if it's so full of suffering? Why would I want this? Many ask. Trust me, you did. You do. And this is a flicker in our reality. This is not our reality. This seems dense and heavy. It feels like I've been here 44 years, but it's a flicker. It really is. Instead of being in the heaviness of trying to understand and resolve this thing called enlightenment, maybe go blow bubbles today. Get some bubble gum. Be silly. Eat a lollipop. Skip around in your underwear. I don't care. Whatever brings you joy. Whatever makes you laugh. If you're being in heaviness, turn on some beautiful music. Instantly, the vibration of the room changes. We're not intended to be here sad and sorrowful about where we are. That's just coming from thoughts. And you have never been those thoughts. So another very short and sweet one, but I've had many questions about this, so I thought I would do this one today. Keep the questions coming. I really appreciate them, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't joined me already on Facebook, Nurture Your Soul, would love to have you there as well. So I give you peace, and peace I leave you with. Until next time.